Hey guys, how you guys doing today? It's your boy Jose. You know, me and a couple other friends run this channel. Fairly new to the YouTube thing, but we try to do this to have fun, give you guys some content, watch some more duels, things like that. Today I'm with you with a Gren Maju deck profile. This is what I got my invite with at the Detroit Regional, the first one. Uh, I decided to play this deck just because it's just pure beatdown. Put big boys on board and attack for game. Always go second, doesn't matter, blind it. But let's get into that. So to start with, of course, you got your three Gren Maju. Used to be in primary win condition, but right now it's probably your second. But banish as much as you can, normal summon, attack for game. That's pretty much what he do. Two eaters. This card is amazing. I love him. Uh, Games I was playing, there's been a few times where monster couldn't be destroyed by card effects, battle, anything. Banish 5 from the extra deck, special summon, attack, effect, banish them face down. Didn't matter. And attack for game with everybody else. Then you got the 3 Glyph. He is your searcher for Golden Castle. This is the Golden Castle, the fairy tale version, you should say. I don't like the danger one. It's reliant on luck, I guess. Hopefully they hit a danger or they don't hit a danger or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'd rather just go with the Golden Castle. It's makes them waste resources getting rid of a field spell. And if you put Dengirsu on board, protect it twice. So they gotta hope they open Cosmic or something. But yeah, just 3 Glyph. Searches your field spell. Double Hextrude. Hextrude is pretty good. Golden Castle specials are from deck, or if she's in your hand and you got Golden Castle on field, you just normal her. This a normal summon, and her effect. If Golden Castle is also on field, you can destroy any card on field. So your card or one of your opponents, and then if she does destroy it, she can still attack 2 monsters. And then when she destroys a monster, she gives another monster or herself an extra 400 attack. So she's useful. It's a level 8, of course. So not bad. Then you have the man himself, Gizmek. Gizmek made this deck playable. If it wasn't for Gizmek, it'd be just Necroface, and you guys know the old one, Necroface, Gold Sark, all that stuff. But Gizmek is literally just a body on board. You can special summon on your opponent's turn or your turn. He banishes 8, powers up Gren Maju for you. Then another thing a lot of people like to do is you open him, go in second. Your opponent's end phase effect, special him. As soon as you special him, you go to your main phase. You can use his effect, banish another 3, pop a monster on field, faced up monster on field, either your own or one of your opponents. So it kind of works out sometimes, but he is amazing. I like him. And then we have your danger package. And the only reason 3 Ogopogo are in here is because I don't have 2 more Bigfoot or 1 more Thunderbird. For the regional, I had borrowed them, so it was originally 3 Thunderbird, 3 Bigfoot, but for the meantime, I just need level 8s. We run trading in this, so you need the level 8 targets, and I figured just throw Ogopogo in, who cares? So that's it, just that right there. Next that's all for the monsters actually. Honestly don't know how many monsters we run. I just know we run a 41 card deck. Onto the spells. 3 trading. Trading targets, you have 11 of them. 2 Hextrude, 3 Gizmek, 3 Bigfoot, 3 Thunderbird. And that was pretty much it's a draw 2, Ash Bait, whatever you want to call it, don't matter. Discard for cost, so you discard one of the danger monsters, you're getting their effect. And so it's pretty much free. It's a free draw 2, in my eyes. Next, Triple Pot of Desires. You're playing Gren Maju, so banishing is the game for you. Once you play Pot of Desires, banish is for cost. Doesn't matter the Ash or not if you gotta get Gren Maju in hand. Normal Gren Maju, that's a 4K beater that you offer two cards. Pretty much, really. That's all it is. So it's really good. I love it. I used to run it at two, but now that we have Gizmek, I mean, the odds of you seeing all three Pot Desires in one game is almost close to impossible. Next is one of my favorite cards, the Golden Castle. They're all my proxies that I have in this deck. I do not own the cards because they are expensive. I'm not dropping $60 for a playset of Golden Castle when it's only really ran in two decks, Fairy Tales and Gren Maju. It shouldn't be $20, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I borrowed one off of my friend Ryan, which is pretty cool. Tang let me borrow some cards, another one of my buddies. Really generous people. But yeah, Golden Castle. Everybody doesn't like to read it because it's such long card effect, but the very last effect of the card is if your opponent attacks, the attacking monster is destroyed, and your opponent takes half its attack as damage. A lot of people didn't notice that and went to attack, and there was one time where it cost him the game. Like he lost just because he attacked. But as I said before, they got to go through resources just to get this off field, and if you got Dingirsu, usually you protect it twice, so it's even more. So it's pretty hard for them to get over that, and then it can special summon any monster that lists Golden Castle in its text. So Hextrude or Glyph. Another effect that I didn't mention about Glyph was when he's normal summoned or special summoned, he can destroy a back row that your opponent controls. So it's a dual use. Searches out Golden Castle. Golden Castle can special him if you wanted to clear the back row. On to the next. We're playing a go second deck, so of course one of the best go second cards in the game, Super Poly. Let your opponent build a board. You open Super Poly, activate Super Poly. You can't respond with monster effects, so they either have to have a judgment, crescendo, Imperial Order maybe. But yeah, this card was bonkers. I loved it. It's my favorite go second card. And it also discards for cost. So yeah, discards for cost. So you open a danger monster, you're clearing some of their board and destroying one of their cards at the same time if you open a Bigfoot or Thunderbird. So it's pretty good. I like it. Double twin. You guys know back row does add. You got what crescendo, so you don't want them to negate and banish something. For the random Mystic Mind players that come up, Altergeist, Subtears, you name it, anything that plays heavy back row, boom. Triple Call by the Grave. Ash hurts sometimes. Sometimes your only play is you hope you got Golden Castle, special summon a Hextrude, activate Gizmek in hand, puts 2 level 8s on the field so you can use your XYZ summons, but if they ash the Golden Castle, then you're screwed. I'm not gonna say screwed, but it's not an automatic. So that's just to hit ash, or if they make you go first, bam, set it, and then sometimes you just stop your plays dead. Orcus, you hit their symbol skeleton or their harp horror, and bam, pretty much just stops them right there. One Foolish Burial, one Monster Reborn. Again, we're just Foolish Burials for Gizmek. That's really it. No other target, just Gizmek. And then Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn's really, it's Monster Reborn. Let's be honest. I'm going second. Take one of your monsters out your grave, or I played against Orcus player, and it was activate Monster Reborn. Try to take Dingir, so you make them activated so they can't send the card away. They can't send the card away right away from one of your level 8s or something, let's say. Or you pitch Bigfoot, special summon Bigfoot off Monster Reborn, you destroyed one of their faced up cards, and then Bigfoot's a 3k body. It's game. And last, I mained these. There can be only one. Yes, I'm gonna go second deck, but for the off chance that I lose dice roll and they magically know what I'm playing, or they blind second themselves. I set that, and if I open with it, cool, set it, bam, flip it on their turn, game, GG. It doesn't hurt you at all, besides Eater of Millions and Gren Maju being fiends. It's probably the only two that are the same. Other than that, this game literally wins games by itself. Nothing much more to explain. It's a really good, it's really great floodgate. That's it for the main deck. Main deck was 41. Uh, Anything I'd change would be probably I'd cut one Called by the Grave and add maybe the third Twin Twister, just because it's another discard fodder for whatever's in hand. Um, yeah, that's about it. Anything else I'll make a change to is nothing really. Pick up the missing cards I don't have. That's the only changes I would make. But that's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. We played Dingirsu. You guys know what he does. It's amazing how many people forget that he's a generic a rank 8. So 2 level 8s and you can make him. But a lot of people don't notice that just because everybody just uses him in Orcus and that's about it. So yeah, you can attach anything that's banished, a dark that's banished, or you can just go ahead and send a card away. Usually it's just send a card away, have 2 protections for Golden Castle or one of your back rows or a monster. That's about it. Next would be Lancelot. He is pretty good. It's another generic level 8, 2 level 8 monsters. And my buddy Nick actually showed me this card and I didn't know about him. So I didn't like the Galaxy package. The guy was playing from, they got second at the Portland YCS a little while ago. So I took out the Galaxy package and my buddy Nick did show me this card. And his effect is whenever the very first effect, spell, trap, or monster effect that activates, this is a mandatory effect to detach a monster and it negates it. So it's 50-50 because they can just activate something random and bam, he has to negate that one card. But other than that, the only reason I like him over like Hope Harbinger or something else in certain matchups is because he's a mandatory detach. So you detach Gizmek if you special summon Gizmek and made him with Gizmek, and then you got another body waiting to be used from grave. So he's not bad. I like it. Thanks, Nick, for that. Next is Cinephon the Sky Prison. Can't you guys know what he do? Some of you do. What he does is it's another everything I play is generic rank 8. So 2 level 8 monsters, and then once per turn you can use his effect and detach a material. Then for the turn to the end of my opponent's turn, monsters cannot be special summoned from graveyard, and then he also cannot be destroyed by card effects. And he gains 100 for every monster in the graveyard. So in both players' graveyards. So he can get pretty big. And shut down some stuff. Salads maybe. Orcus or the skeleton effect of Orcus, that's about it. So that's the only reason he's good. I liked him. It was fun to play him and see everybody just stop like what the heck and then have to read him. Next is Hope Harbinger. Hope Harbinger was for the Sky Striker matchup. Get to choose and negate whatever. Usually it was Widow Anchor or Afterburner. So those are the only 2 that I really negated with it. Unless I knew they didn't have nothing in hand, they activate Engage. And it was negate, Engage, and take. But really wasn't worth it. So Hope Harbinger is still pretty good though. Next is Saryuja. I had the extra space to just throw him in. I could put 4 monsters on board sometimes, so I figured why not. But I'd probably switch him out for some the new Predaplant fusion that requires 3 dark. I'll probably put him in instead of the Saryuja. Either way, he was just in there for fun. Next is Borreload and Boral Sword. Boral Sword, of course, you know, OTK. That's OTK man himself. And then Borreload is give me any monster that gives that might be a threat. So give me, and then I'll give him back on your end phase to the graveyard. So it's not bad. I liked it. Really didn't make this much. Didn't have to. Boral Sword never came out, but they were there just in case. Next is Unicorn. Unicorn shuffle back's a monster. It targets, but it doesn't destroy. And a lot of cards have destruction protection. So figured Unicorn, just shuffle it back. Don't need to destroy it. Just as long as it's targetable, we're good to go. And then, of course, Cerberus and Phoenix. Why not? Phoenix, back row destruction, Cerberus, special monster, or special summon monster in the main monster zone. He can destroy it by discarding. Also, discard fodder. So again, dangers. That's all. Don't need to say anything else. Next is pretty much just our super poly targets, which would be this for my sub terrors, my salads, and any deck that played a dark. This was the Draco's Tapalia, just in case I did go against any Thunder Dragons, and I didn't, so it was a dead card. Unless I opened double Super Poly and played against the Salad and this, and then I could make both of them and attack for game, pretty much. But yeah, Super Poly was really just for me, though, honestly. I play nothing but dark, so bam, you make a Starving Venom, or you go Battle Phase, attack, Gizmek effect, special, attack, Super Poly discard, attack for game, call it a day. Anything changed in this would probably not be made except for the Saryuja being the Predator Plant, and then I probably would play Abramax though. Abramax is pretty good. Either him or I can't remember the other card's name, but it'll be pretty good. So that's that. Onto my sideboard. Of course, we have Triple Dark Ruler. Dark Ruler no more. Helped for combo decks. Combo decks go off, then it kind of sucks because they can just negate everything in my hand, and I am just stuck passing turn for nothing. Negate 4 cards, and negate 5 cards, and the last card is just a random card, and it doesn't really help when most of my cards do discard for cost. So, if I activate this, I probably won the game. Didn't really matter. But I never saw it when I sided it in, so doesn't matter. Great. Next, Triple Red Reboot. Red Reboot is amazing. I flipped it. Sometimes you can side it going first or second. Setting it and not having to pay half your life points is pretty cool because then you're not worried about nothing. But at the same time, it's good for your people who do play impermanence, and I don't play that card because I'm too broke. That's about it. Yeah, that was, anything that plays traps. Subterrace, Alta guys. Talking to you guys. Macro. Macro hurts a couple decks. You flip this, they make you go first. Yeah, you make you go first, you flip this. Orcus, they pretty much cry because they don't have nothing engraved. They can't use their effects. And other decks, Salads can't do nothing. I'm talking like they're irrelevant anymore. They're not really that relevant, but either way, Sky Strikers can't recycle. Shoot, that's pretty much it. But sometimes you flip this, it's just GG. Double Cyclone. I didn't want to see Crescendo. I didn't want to run into a Crescendo. I didn't want to run into a set impermanence. I didn't want none of that. So I wanted no smoke. Just activate. I'll pay my 1,000 and let's just banish one of them cards. Imperial Order, Sky Striker matchups, Random Mystic Mind matchups, Draco matchups, even though they flip this themselves. But Draco, they can't activate Diagram. Cool, you can't pop your... I guess it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter against Draco. My bad. I lied. But either way, I still liked it for the Sky Striker. Then they just auto-lose to that. Heavy Storm Duster. It's back row removal. Again, random back row decks like Subterror, Altergeist, Sky Strikers, and Draco maybe. I don't think, like I said, just anything that plays back row. And I didn't lose to myself because of when I flipped Imperial Order. These always came in when I put in Imperial Order. And last but not least is Pankratops, one of the other better going second cards. I used to main him, but it figured it was pointless because he was a free body, but I needed to cut the deck down. I didn't want to run a 43, 42, or 44 card deck, so I just put him in the side. Changes I'd probably make is probably take out the Heavy Storm Dusters and the Imperial Order and put in Nibiru's. Everybody likes to combo off. Have fun. So... Yeah, I'll keep the macro in. I do like the macro. Dark Rule No More is a must. Red Reboot's almost a must. Cosmic Cyclones. And yeah, that's the only thing I would make or I would change is play Nibiru instead of Heavy Storm Dusters and Imperial Order. Um, yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Like I said, we're new, so like, subscribe, show us some love. We're trying to put out some content for you guys. Most of my videos are long, but I do my best. And yeah, hope you guys have a good one.